Sentire Media.
Ciao a tutti and welcome to Venice Talks, a podcast series dedicated to Venice in Italy. I'm your host, Monica Cesarato, a Venetian food and travel blogger. Join me as I share my insider knowledge to help you explore Venice at 360 degrees. In this weekly podcast, we'll dive into the heart of a city, uncovering hidden stories and connecting with the people who make Venice unique. The artisans, the writers, the fashion designers, the bloggers, the journalists, and more. Let's break free from cliché and discover the true essence of Venice, not just the monuments, but the vibrant people, the Venetians. Experience Venice the right sustainable way. You can find me on my blog at www.monicacesarato.com and across all social media platforms. Enjoy the episode and let's journey through Venice together. Venice is not only something you look at, it is something you remember. For Venice Talks, I want your voice. Send a short 1-minute audio clip via email at info@monicacesarato.com and tell me what you love about Venice. A place, a moment, or a simple feeling. Follow me to stay updated on new episodes. Leave a comment to join the conversation and share your point of view. And be part of Venice Talks by sending your audio. Your voice could be featured in the podcast. Welcome back to Venice Talks, Season 4, Episode 1. Hi everybody, welcome back to Venice Talks. Happy New Year everybody and welcome to a new season. I think we are on Season 4 finally. And to start the year off, I have one of my best friends on today with me on the show, and it is Romena Brugnerotto from RomInVenice, who you have listened to many other times in the past. Ciao Romena, Happy New Year.
Ciao Monica, ciao everybody. I'm happy to be back here on your podcast. It was a long time ago, I think the beginning of last year.
Yeah, I think it's about, maybe 6 months ago, something like
Probably,
that.
yeah.
Anyway, we decided to do an episode to talk about the year to come, 2026, what's going to happen in Venice. All right?
Yes, because sorry, Monica, go ahead.
No, go on. You saying?
No, because I think this episode will be useful for a lot of people, because if you are planning to come in Venice, or if you're not planning, but after this episode you have the idea to come, would be really, really nice. So it's just, I would say, a chat in between me and you about the next event in Venice.
Exactly. We decided to divide it by month. So we're going to try to give to the listeners an idea of all the different events that are going to be performed or, shown or whatever in the next 12 months in Venice. And then, of course, as the months will go by, we will talk about it a little bit more in depth. So we're going to start with January. What's happening in January, apart from being freezing cold and very freezing cold?
Yes, Monica, we have to say that January, as you know, is a very, I would say, low moment for Venice. Low, I mean, for visitors that are coming in the city.
Well, it's a moment where everybody takes a little breath.
Yes, that's true. So if you have to go to eat somewhere, it's a problem because you have to check before if they are on vacation or they are working. But anyway, everybody is waiting for the beginning of the Carnival, because the first day will be at the end of January.
On the 31st of January, because this year Carnival is really early because of a usual reason that you have to see when Easter is, and then you have to work back 40 days, and then you finally know when the Carnival in Venice is. So it starts on the 31st. When does it finish?
On the February 17.
Okay, with the famous Mardi Gras.
Exactly.
Tuesday. Yes. Okay. What's the theme of this year? Do we know already?
Yes, we know. We don't know so in deep all the events that there will be, but there are something that we already know. We know that it will be connected with the Olympic Games because I don't know if you remember, but on February 6th, my birthday,
Okay.
they will starting the Olympic Games very close to here because they will be set in different cities, but Cortina and the area around Cortina will be involved with a lot of, I would say,
Of a,
events and
yeah, of a winter games. So obviously,
yes, sorry, yes, I was
I was reading that the film is called Olympus. We'll read the
exactly.
origins of play. So I assume they want everybody to arrive dressed in a small little loincloth
Me and you,
in the
we
middle
are
of
so
winter.
sporty girl that
Now, I assume it's going to be about dressing up, as in obviously the Olympic Games and stuff, but also all about the games and everything. But it will be very interesting to see what people are going to show. But we still, as you say, we still don't know any events yet.
No, we know some of them. They are not, I would say, classified in a unique file that would be easier for us to understand. But as we always suggest to do, of course, you can go to St. Mark's Square where there will be all people so beautiful dressed. There will be some shows over there, of course. But one of the main events, or the main event that we suggest to go during the carnival is the water show at the Arsenal, at the
Oh, yes.
Arsenale.
But I assume they're
Yes.
gonna do this year too. Most probably this year will be. I assume last year it was about. Oh, was it last? Yeah,
Casanova, if I
Casanova.
remember
The year
well.
before, yeah, the year before was about Marco Polo. So I assume this year will be about the Olympic Games, the Winter Olympic Games. I assume. But then
Yes,
again,
you
let's
know,
not assume too soon, just in case. Lisa Romana, what makes the Venice Carnival so special?
yeah, that's a tough
Well,
question.
apart from being the first one, because people keep forgetting, because I have people asking me, oh, what's the difference between the Carnival of Brazil and Venice Carnival? But the Venice Carnival was the first one and everything else came after. But apart from that, what
Yes,
makes it
I would
special?
say yes. I would say that we have such a long history about Carnival that is something unique to see. We have to say that it has changed through the years. So what
Mm-hmm.
we suggest is to come. We know that they are the busy moments, but during the weekends is where the main events they are alive. I mean, also for the
Mm-hmm.
Carnival show, they start the second weekend. Okay,
Yeah.
so that will be something really, I would say, unique to see. So is not concentrated in a single place. Like I've never been to a carnival in Brazil, but I saw all the
Wish.
street shows and that kind of stuff. So Venice is pretty different in the area of Saint Mark. Of course, there are the people with the carnival dresses. They worked so long to create these
Mm.
incredible dresses that they are something really nice to see. And they are really happy to be pictured. Okay. They are not
Mm-hmm.
people that they ask for pay
Yeah,
to
to
be
be
paid
photographed. Yeah.
for doing that. It's not
Yeah.
something like this. So they are really happy. To be on your Instagram.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So
There's
that
another good spot generally to go and take beautiful pictures of the masks is on the Island of San Giorgio. Because
ah,
in the
yes.
morning, at when the sun comes up and when the sun comes down, so very early in the morning, well, it's winter, so not very early, but let's say about 6-ish. And at about 5-ish in the evening, that is the best spot to go because the pictures, there are usually groups of people in mask, how can I say, the veterans, those that have been coming for years and years and years and years, with the same photographers that have been coming years after years after years. They know that is one of the best locations to take photos because you have the sun coming up or the sun going down. There aren't that many people. But it would be really interesting to see if they're gonna do things around the different campus, our little
There will
squares.
be some theater, I would say, with the Pantakin, I would say, group.
Mm-hmm,
So there will be something connected with, of course, Carnival, so something like Commedia dell'arte, Goldoni, all that kind of
mm-hmm,
stuff. I don't know it will be only in Italian or also in English, so but
mm-hmm.
will be nice to see
Interesting.
because they are
When's
really
when's the press conference?
me know.
I thought you knew. That's why I was asking you for. You said to me, "Oh, let's wait for the press conference." I thought you knew. Okay, well, at least this year we are one step ahead because generally in January we never even know the theme of the carnival. So at
Yes, that's
least
true.
they said it in December, and that's good. Okay, so we're looking forward for that. We make
Monica, may
sure.
I
Yeah,
say one last thing
yeah,
about Carnival and then we go
yeah,
ahead, otherwise we'll be doing an episode of 2 hours.
yeah. Exactly.
No, I have to say that, of course, going to the water show on the Arsenal, but another very nice thing to do, some of the hotels, they organize chocolate and dance.
Oh
So
yes, they
what
do.
they do, they during the afternoons, in this case, they organize these little events. They take about 2 hours, 3 hours, where you are dressed up like in the 17th century with beautiful
Yeah.
dresses. You are taking chocolate, that is something connected with the history of Venice, and then they also teach you a little bit about the old style dancing in Venice. So it would be something
Yeah.
interesting to do.
And it's a great occasion to have frittelle, which is the
That's true.
dessert, the queen of desserts of
That's
Venice.
another reason for coming during
Yes, and
Carnival.
if you know about it, you go and look on my website where I spoke about it many, many times, and I will also on my social medias because finally we're back in frittelle time. Anyway, not anyway, anyway, yeah, anyway, let's move to month number 2, February. What's
Yes.
happening in February in Venice?
Oh, February, oh, okay, will be the carnival at the end because it will be till the middle of
Yeah.
February. But we will start with some opening of the new exhibition in Venice.
Mm-hmm.
We have this exhibition at the end of February that with the new opening at the Stanze della Fotografia, the room
Mm-hmm.
of photography that
Yeah.
are on the island of St. George.
Mm-hmm.
We this Here they start with the photographer called Horst, and will be really interesting, of course. So first of all, because the spaces on of the Stanze della Fotografia are really nice. There are always great display of the photographer,
Mm-hmm.
of the artwork. So that will be really interesting to see, even if you don't know in deep the name of the photographer or
Sì.
that period of the
No,
history.
it is an amazing exhibition center that was born at the back of the Stanze del Vetro, the glass rooms. And it is, apart from a beautiful, the actual exhibition center is the refurbishing was amazing. It was really massive, beautiful. But generally, they have really amazing photo shows there. They really do. Do we know already? Oh, sorry, you just said it. Do we know anything about, can you say something about this photographer or
I
not yet?
was, I'm not an expert about that, but I was reading that he was German, but living in the States for long, long time. He was capturing a lot of, I would say, stars and talents
Mhm.
during his life. So I think that will be very beautiful portraits of people during
Mm.
on the show.
Are they going to do like we did for the other show, where downstairs is for the main artist and then upstairs is dedicated to maybe somebody local or something like that? Or
Yes, normally they divide into the experience, but I don't know what will be upstairs for the moment.
okay.
Right now, there is an exhibition about mountains or something like this, but I think
Okay.
that will be ending pretty soon.
Okay, that must go on my list for to try to get invited for the press opening. Remember this. We
Normally
need
I
a...
have, so
Okay,
I would
so
remember
please,
to
yeah, thank you. Can
contact
you
you.
ask for me as well? Because
Of
sometimes they
course.
forget to ask to ask me. Okay, let's move to March. So February is your birthday. March is mine. So
That's true.
what's happening in March in Venice apart from being again cold, apart from spring starting, so we finish with the frittelle, but we start with all the nice spring desserts. What's
Y-
going on in March?
Yes, in March we have the reopening of the Pinot Foundation, I mean, for Palazzo Grassi along the Grand Canal, and also the Punta della Dogana, again along the Grand Canal,
Why
but
do you
different.
mean, what do you mean by reopening? Were they closed?
Yes, because normally they have exhibition that are pretty long because they start
Mm,
normally in March, April, and they go till the end of the year. So they are
okay.
pretty long. Now they are closing, and they are preparing for this new exhibition.
Mhm.
François Pinault is no, this French businessman, a very important collector about
Mhm.
contemporary art.
Mhm.
So in Palazzo Grassi and in Punta della Dogana, the exhibition are about artwork that he own, but also
Mhm.
about artists that he loves. So that's
Mhm.
it's very, very interesting. So again, there will be four different exhibitions in this
Oh,
case. That is
wow.
pretty unusual because
Okay.
normally it's just two artists, one on Palazzo Grassi and one in Punta della
La
Dogana.
Dogana.
Um, so there will be four artists. So in the different floors, there will be different display. Again, I don't know so much about these artists, but I suggest you always to go.
Mhm.
First of all, because you can discover something new. They are very good, I would say, also books that they.
Mm. We don't know yet the names of the
No,
artists.
no,
We don't
no,
know.
we know the name.
Oh,
They
okay.
are
So,
Armitage and Canvar in Palazzo
okay.
Grassi,
Okay.
Paolo Nazareth e Lorna Simpson at Punta della Dogana.
Okay.
So there will be Palazzo Grassi till I think January 2027.
Okay.
Instead, the one at Punta della Dogana, they will be ending end of November with the ending of la
Okay.
Biennale.
Well, one good thing about I mean, I love Palazzo Grassi, and because of his space, the way it's been refurbished again, and when you go in, it's this beautiful, huge, open area and so on. But I love Punta della Dogana because one thing you can do once you finish visiting the exhibit is to go at the top.
That's true.
Do you remember on the little balcony there? And it's a great way to have another different view of Venice from another different point of view, which we must remember, it would have been the point of view of the people looking out for the ships that were coming into the city, because Punta della Dogana, so people kind of understand what it is. It wasn't a palace like it is Palazzo Grassi, but was the point of entry of all the ships. It was a duty, the where you arrived, and you have to report and declare
And pay.
and pay the tax, what you were importing, a bit like when you arrive at the airport and you're going through your the what do you call it? Oh my god, I go a moment, it's not duty free, what's it called?
Tax declaration or
Yeah, or
no?
whatever, when you cut customs, that's it.
Customs.
Yeah, so it was the customs of Venice. So you can imagine, we're talking about over 1,000 years ago. We were already thinking about how to tax people here in Venice. Okay, let's move to
Monica,
April.
let's
Yeah,
just say one last thing
yeah,
about that. Please, when you buy the ticket and you go, for example, on Palazzo Grassi,
yeah.
don't trash your ticket because it's valid also on the Punta della
Yes.
Dogana.
Yes.
Okay,
So
so
yeah,
keep your ticket.
and vice versa. With one ticket, you actually get to visit two museums.
Okay, so
And
that's very important.
yeah, and these two museums, they are private museums. They are not part of the Musei Civici di Venezia, so which is a different kind of foundation and different kind of ticketing system. April. What's going on in April?
April.
Apart from being Easter,
Yes, the Easter
what
will be
is
very
happening?
early. Yes,
Yes.
I think the 4th of April or
No, I
something
don't know.
like
I know
this,
it's
4 or
first
5.
week. Yeah. Yep.
So April, talking about reopening and very important exhibition, we go to Peggy Guggenheim Collection. So we move
Okay.
very close to
Which is
Punta della
always
Dogana.
open. They never
It's
close,
always open. It's a
but,
place we love so much,
mhm,
but on one part of the palace, of the garden, I would say, they do always a different exhibition.
yeah.
These two exhibitions of this year, one is in April and one will be starting in November. They are both dedicated to Peggy. That is something that I love because she is such a important, I would say, person
Absolutely.
of the last century,
Of course.
an important collector. So it's always nice to discover something new.
And it's her house as well. I mean,
Yes, of
it was
course.
her house in Venice, so it's so. But it's dedicated to Peggy Guggenheim in which sense? Because I read it in the notes you sent me is Peggy Guggenheim in London.
Yes, because before arriving in Venice, during the Second World War, I have to say, until she moved back to the States,
Hmm.
she was in London and she had a gallery over there, an art
Okay,
gallery over there.
okay.
So the art gallery was called Guggenheim Jeune.
Hmm.
And this exhibition will talk about the artists that were involved in the gallery, the work she did in the gallery itself. So it's before she arrived in Venice, of course,
Hmm.
but it was the moment when I would say, the relationships, the friendship also with the artist, they started
Yeah, yeah.
from
When she
there.
was young and when she started building her networking of artists and her eccentric way of dealing with art,
Exactly.
let's say. Okay.
Exactly. So we suggest to go because it will be very interesting. If you've never been to Peggy Guggenheim, shame of you, because
Is a unique art center. Is unique. Yes.
and
Is
when you go,
like she
yes, take
was.
your time. Don't rush over
Yeah.
there. Don't run in between one work to another. They do also
Yeah.
very interesting lectures, free. So they are on the ticket. You don't have to pay any
Mm.
extra every day. So you need just to check on the website the time. Normally they will be
Mm.
middle of morning and middle of afternoon. So it will be a
Mm.
nice introduction to Peggy
Yeah. It's
and the
something
art.
I need to do because every time I go, we always go. Well, me personally, I always go when I have time, and generally my time is when they have a free entry for the locals. So it's and it's always packed. I need to find the time to go, like you say, one day when there isn't too many people. Like I think once we did it, and there weren't too many. I think it was during just before after COVID or something like that. There
Mm.
weren't too many people, and it was nice because generally I end up going, and it's always packed, and everybody stops always in the same spots and everything. And I don't know, it's yeah. I think I need to do it that way as well. So if anybody's coming to Venice and you want to go with me, I don't know nothing about art. If you know more than me and you want to explain it to me, I'm very happy to come with you. So
I
just
will be
get
happy to join you because
okay,
during my
okay.
university I was a guide. I've been a guide
Ah,
on
let's
the
see, let's see. Oh, you were a guy
at
there.
Peggy during the
Oh,
university time. Yes.
excuse me. So how come all the times we've been, you never told me and you never stayed there
But
explaining
I
me
think
the
we never did the historical collection, not the exhibition together. So
yeah, because
Monica,
I,
we
I
have
think
to do that.
yeah, we always go to the temporary one. I told you because it's always busy inside. That's why it's always so
Yeah,
okay. We need
because
we
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 have
need
to
to
say
do
that the rooms are not very, I would say, very large because it was an house, not a
it was a
museum
house,
at
of
the
course.
beginning.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
So if you go early morning, probably it's better. Early morning when they open. I don't say 7 in the morning, okay? But
Okay.
when they open, probably will be less people
Yeah. I
than
need to I need
during
to
the.
try to reach out to them and coax them, even though I already did, try to convince them to come on the show. I'll try again. I'll try again.
Okay.
Anyway, from Peggy, this leads us
Ah,
to May and more art, and we have
it's coming.
the Biennale. arte. Finally, we pass from the architecture to the Biennale, to the art Biennale, which will be crazy as far as I've heard this year. From inside the talks, everybody said to me that this year, I don't know why, but it's gonna be a bit special. They wouldn't tell me why. They just said to me that it's gonna be a bit special. Any idea?
Okay, the press conference will be pretty early because will be end of February, so they will tell us more about that.
So you will come back, obviously, because
Yes,
you're
so
gonna
I'll
tell us
come
all
back.
about it. Mhm.
What we have to say is that, of course, when we have art biennale is something more complex, more important than the architecture, because probably people are more familiar with that. What we know, something really, I would say, strange this year is that the person that was in charge to the creator of the Biennale
Mhm.
unfortunately died few months ago, 1 year ago, when he was
Mhm.
already in charge of that. But the collaborators and the Biennale, they decided to continue following the idea she had for this art show. So it will be pretty interesting to see. Again, we ticket. Guys, don't trash your ticket because you can use the boat in the Arsenale and in Giardini. Okay, it's just
Mhm.
one ticket for the boat art venue. And I tried during this year to follow the guided tours that they are 1 hour and a half or something like that. And I have to say they are really, really good, the guys that they work on that, because they give you an overview. Okay,
Mhm.
so they don't talk about all the artworks because it will be impossible, but they will give you an overview, and I think that is very, very important to have. So, and then after the guided tour, you can continue your visit and understand something else.
I want to add something.
Of course.
For the people that do not have time because you're staying long enough, shame on you, but it's okay. We forgive you because we know sometimes it's not always possible to stay more than 4 days in Venice. For the people that love art, but they're not so loving in art and want to spend 2 whole days at the Biennale, you can get a taste of the Biennale by going around what they call the collateral events. They are exhibitions. They are held all over the city of Venice in spaces that generally are private, or they are in a way public, but let's say generally they are not open. They are open explicitly for the Biennale, and they house exhibition by maybe smaller nations, nations that cannot afford to have a big pavilion, or by maybe association or so on. They're spread all over the city. Three big main ones that I like to mention is Palazzo Bembo, Palazzo Mora, giusto? No,
Sì?
Mora. Palazzo Mora, and also near the Giardini, the gardens, what do you call it? Capitaneria? Help me.
Marinaressa.
Marina Ressa. Okay. They are part of what's it called? ECC, okay, the European Cultural Center. And I think it's a great way to experience a Biennale. They usually have a mix of arts rather than having just maybe one artist that got different. And I think it's a great way to experience the art, but also to get to see what a Venetian palace looks inside. So I just wanted to say
Yes.
that. But usually there is a map that is available everywhere around Venice. You find them everywhere. And I think last year they came, or 2 years ago, they came to about 100 different spots or
Yes.
something like that. So that was amazing. I mean, obviously going inside the Biennale, the Giardini and the Arsenale is a total different things. But so that is another opportunity for you.
Yes, that's very interesting. Brava, Monica.
Okay, and I don't know, is it also some of the These at the Arsenale open to the public sometime? They are, they?
These normally not,
No, okay.
just the part that
So
they
I
belong
remember
to the.
years ago, I actually managed to walk inside the Arsenale by the walkway at the back. It was open
Okay.
for some reason. So I don't know if I sneaked in by mistake. The door wasn't supposed to be open. I start thinking, or if it was open up by purpose. I wonder. I'm gonna have to try again, and then I'll let you know. Listen, let's come to summer.
Yes,
June,
let's come to June.
June, and the season that you love. So what's happening in June?
Oh, in June there will be at the end of June the possibility to attend some concerts in St. Mark's Square. That is
Right.
always nice. We
Okay.
have to say that two of the artists that are involved with that, they are Italian artists. So I don't know if the international I would say people they know it
Oh,
that are
yeah. And then
Cocciante and Baglioni, but it
oh,
will be
okay,
really.
no, okay, I'll stop there then. Okay, no. They're still alive.
But
Okay.
they belong to, I would say, older generation. They are
Yeah.
not.
No, even now. Well, no. Well, yeah, ours maybe, but I would say even a much older. This is what I'm saying. That's why I was asking. They're still alive. Okay. Never
Yes, they are
mind.
still alive. But we
Okay.
have two other concerts that will be nice to attend also for an international public. The first one will be Andrea Bocelli, that
Of
is
course. Yeah.
okay, very famous. That will be the 27th of June.
Mhm.
Tickets are already on sale, so if you are
Mm.
interested, we
Do you
suggest.
think? Do you still there
Uh,
are some left? Mm.
I think so. For
Yeah.
example, I
Okay.
don't love so much Bocelli, so
But you don't. But trust me, it
no,
is
no.
well
I know
loved
that a
all
lot of
over. Yeah. Of
people.
course. Yeah.
Let's if you are in Venice during that period, and this is something that you wanna do, it will be really, really nice.
Okay.
And
Uh,
beginning of July, the 5 of July, there will be a concert by La Fenice Theatre, so the
Okay. Okay.
orchestra of La
Okay.
Fenice Theatre. So that
Okay.
is something could be international.
Okay.
They say that probably there will be another one. So I'm talking about four concerts, but there will be another artist coming, but we don't know yet. So
We don't know.
keep in
Okay.
touch.
Okay. July. Okay.
July,
We
of
have
course, we have.
one major event which I refuse to attend to because unless I get
In
yeah because I
the
want to be
Redentore.
yeah because is either on a special position or nothing.
Exactly, or in a five-star hotel or nothing.
Exactly. Okay.
But we have also to sleep
With
on the
Danny on
hotel.
boats, with Danny on boats, with Danny on Altanes, now only on five-star hotel. Okay. So we go to Redentore, that is on the third week in July, the third Sunday of
Yes.
July, right? Saturday and Sunday of July. But also you have something else starting in July. What's that?
Yes, because I don't know if everybody knows that, but La Biennale has different, I would say, events. So there is the Biennale Arte and the Cinema. We will talk about it very soon. But there will be also some show. There are the Biennale dedicated to the dance that
Mm-hmm.
is on July. It's very nice to see because, first of all, some of the shows are free and they
Oh,
are in the main squares of the city. So again, you
ah,
have to check
is
on
this
the.
new? Is this new?
No, they
Oh,
they don't do so much advertising
advertising.
about that,
Ah,
but
okay,
there
okay,
are.
okay,
There will be in the main squares of the city and also in a theater that is inside of the Arsenale, so it's something unique to see.
okay. Oh,
No, it's contemporary
I
dance,
was
so
about to
I know
ask what
people.
kind of, yeah, I was asking what kind of dance would be okay.
Yes, so it's not like a classical ballet or something like this, so it will be
Okay.
contemporary, but they always could be very nice to see
Mm-hmm.
because it's something unique. Most of the shows are made just for La Biennale, so
Okay.
it's something that you can see only in that moment, and after probably they will do some.
How long is it gonna last? Do you know?
It's about 2 weeks, so it
Ah,
will be
okay.
till the end of the month. They start
Oh,
the middle
okay.
of the July and they go till the end of the month. We
Okay.
don't say that we have also a theater show on June. So if you are interested to see could be nice. And then there is also one dedicated to music, contemporary music, on October. Regarding
Okay.
the theater, let me just add this thing that the director of the theater festival is Willem Dafoe, that you probably know as he is a very important actor.
Mhm. Yes, William Dafoe. Okay. And the Redentore, so people understand what we were on about, me and Romena, is the commemoration of the ending of the plague, and usually celebrated with a beautiful display of fireworks, which can be seen generally by boat. You need to book because there are companies that organize a dinner and then the firework display. You can view it from the boats in the basin of Summer Square. You can book also many of the hotels offer the same kind of things. You book the restaurant, then you can go and watch it from the altane, that's the terraces at the top. Or you can try to do it standing on the river banks, but most probably, like all the other previous years, you need to book your ticket. I'm not sure they charge. I think it's free, but you still need to book a ticket to be
Yes.
able to enter because they close all the water entrances. And usually priority is given to the locals. And then if there is any ticket left, they leave it to the tourist. But I assume it can be done. August, nothing's
August,
happening.
everybody is on vacation.
But let's tell people when you come in August, yes, it's hot, yes, it's sticky, yes, there are crowds, but you can go to the Lido, which is open and is our beautiful beach of Venice.
That's true. That's true.
So yes, it's true there are no events, but it's a all event. Every day is an event in August in Venice. So we quickly moved to September, and we got
And talking
two.
about
Yeah.
the Lido.
Yes. See, that was a good assist, wasn't it? We have two events happening on two different islands. So, first
Yes.
one.
Is the movie festival, the
Mhm.
film festival on the Lido Island, starting on September 2. That is pretty strange because normally is 1 week before, so that will be
Okay.
nice for.
Oh,
Yeah,
so wait, if it started the 2nd of September, it means it finishes 2 weeks later. Finally, it's not colliding with a regatta.
no, I didn't check the regatta because it's the first
Yeah, but it's
first.
but usually do you remember is the day of the regatta is also the end of the film festival, so it clashes.
Yes,
But
something
this
like
way,
this.
it's not gonna clash. Oh, that's good. That was nice. Oh, you forgot about the regatta as well. Okay, so
The
second.
regatta is in this September 6th, so will be the
Okay,
first weekend. Will be
yeah.
really busy.
Yeah. So you have a film festival with loads of actors coming. Obviously, oh, by the way, last year I heard many people complaining, and not just locals, but generally everybody complaining. It was impossible to get a ticket to go and watch any of the
The problem
films.
of the Biennale ticket, because I worked also on the film festival,
Mhm.
is that the program will be available middle of August, not before.
Mm.
So you can only book ticket after that because otherwise you don't know the movie you are gonna see.
Mhm.
So when the program is out, they allowed 1-2 days, and after they start selling tickets. So it
Mhm.
means that you have to fix the day they start selling, and you have to book that day. Otherwise, it will be really, really
See,
hard to
but
have a
I'm
ticket.
sorry, but still, I had people saying to me that they bought like the what do you call it, the abbonamento, the pass,
Sì.
and they couldn't get any, even though they paid and loads of money to have a pass, they couldn't get any of the films they wanted.
I
That's not
don't
very
know.
fair. That's not fair, is it?
No, no, that's true. Of
Yeah.
course, the main movies, I mean, the movies that are with the best actors, the well-known actors and
Of
actresses,
course.
they will be very hard to see. But if you just want to go for the experience, you can see every, I would say, a
But yeah,
movie in
yeah, I
any
suppose.
case, and it will be nice to, I would say, to feel the experience, the red
Mm,
carpet, and so on. So that will
yeah.
be. interesting to
I don't
see.
want to see the films. I want to be on the red carpet.
Did you
Um,
write it down as your purpose for this year?
no, it's for next year. It's for next year.
Okay.
Listen, and then we move over to St. George's Island, where we have got the
Homo
exhibition.
Faber
Homo Faber.
exhibition will last all September. So from September 1st to the 30th of September, 30,
Okay.
I don't remember.
Uh-huh.
There will be, this is this is a show that take place every 2 years. So
Yeah.
last year we don't have, so we are expecting for this year. What is about is about artisan from all over the world, because not only
Yeah.
from Italy, that's the most
Yeah.
interesting thing, that they display these they are amazing works.
Yeah.
So it is really, really nice. Again, the space in St. George, if you've never been, is something that you have to
Yeah.
see, because they are really interesting. Tickets are already on sale
Oh, okay.
with a sort of early booking, early ticket. They give you also a discount. So
Oh,
you
okay.
have to register on the, I would say, newsletter of
Mm-hmm.
Homo Faber, and you can already book the ticket with a discount. So again,
Oh,
if you know that you are coming during September, that is something to do.
okay. Let's move over to October. What's
Yes.
happening in October?
In October, we have the Biennale dedicated to contemporary music. That, again, is something to attend if you love contemporary music or you want to experience something new. But we have also the Venice Fashion Week.
Mm-hmm.
What is Venice Fashion Week? Is a week in Venice where that's very interesting. We can see. I would say also artists that work on fashion, not only from Venice, but also from other part of the world, and they are in Venice. But we
Mm-hmm.
open also a lot of shops
Mm-hmm.
that they belong to artisans in the city. So it's very interesting because you can attend this explanation they're giving to you. You can visit.
Mm-hmm.
Normally they are free of charge, so you just need to register on the website when
Mm-hmm.
the program will be available.
Yeah, usually about a month earlier, generally, so they have
Yes,
a. Okay, let's move on to November, where usually is very quiet, but turns out instead there is something happening. And
yes.
what is this Fucina degli Angeli?
Fucina degli Angeli is the new exhibition at the Peg Guggenheim. As I was saying,
Ah, okay.
is something that is involved with the history of Peggy,
Mhm.
and is about glass production
Oh, yeah, because
of the last century.
Fucina degli Angeli in Italian translates as the furnaces of the angels. Okay, interesting, interesting. So
So that will be another.
it's gonna replace the other exhibition that is on at the beginning of the year, right?
Yes, exactly,
Okay,
exactly.
okay, but this is more about glass. Ah, that's interesting. Very, very interesting.
So we give you two reasons for visiting Peg Guggenheim, not only
Yeah, in
one.
two different parts, in two different times of the year. And we come into December, that usually is a very quiet month in Venice. What's gonna happen apart from, the tree going up, the lights going up? What else is to see?
December is mostly dedicated to locals that
Yeah.
are coming in the city. So we have Christmas markets in town, not as you go to the mountains like
Yeah.
Monica loves to do, but these markets are made by the artisans in the city, or they try to do something together. So
Yeah.
if you are in December in Venice, you have the opportunity to see few artisans in the same place. So you save your time. You don't have to run from one place to another. And also, of course, to buy some present for you or for family or
Mhm.
friends when you are coming back home. So normally in the past few years, that will be very interesting. I'm not talking about the one that goes along Strada Nuova, That is
Mm-hmm.
very sad, very boring market.
Yeah.
But some of for example, one was in Scuola Grande San Giovanni Evangelista,
Okay.
talking about design, some
Mm-hmm.
were on art galleries. Of course, we don't know right now
Yeah,
what
of course.
will be, but on
We'll
the
know nearer to the date. It's a pity that you don't do your newsletter in English, do you?
no, but I have a surprise. Even
You
Monica
are.
doesn't know.
Okay, you are. You are.
Because I'm working on a new project that will be available beginning of February.
Mm,
That is a PDF with
okay.
all the events we talk about, but
Okay.
also others, and will be always updated with new events.
In
Okay, so there
English?
will be,
In
yes, of
English?
course.
Ah, finally! I've been telling her for years. You need
Yes.
to do your newsletter in English or anyway. Oh, that is a great idea. This is a great idea. This is a great way to share content and information to the public. So, okay, so you need to follow Romena on www.rominvenice.com. Okay.
Yes.
For a moment, I thought, oh, is that idea? It's .com. And you can follow her on all social medias as well as Rome in Venice because she always up to date with the exhibition. She's my exhibition PR assistant. When I need to know what's going on is Romena, what's going on this weekend in
Yes,
Venice?
where we
Oh, you
go.
can go and see this, and this. Okay, thank you. So it's much easier to keep up to date because she always knows. And if she doesn't know, it means nobody else knows.
Yes, like yesterday night, one friend of mine was asking about an exhibition in Treviso that is out of my, I would say,
Yeah,
out
of your
of
range.
Venice,
Yeah, out of
but
your range.
say, no, that's not mine. But that's, yes, this will be available starting end of January, so
Good,
before the carnival. So keep
good,
in touch because
good.
it will be something to
Well,
have.
well done, well done. Okay, speak to you soon, pretty much soon. I think I'm gonna probably ask you to come back to talk about the Carnival of Venice because I don't think the people at the Carnival will have time to talk to me. So once you do the press conference, you can tell me all of the events that are gonna be happening in the next couple of weeks. Speak to you
Okay.
soon, and thank you again. Ciao, ciao.
Bye, bye, everybody. Ciao.
Thank you again, Romena, for the lovely chat. You can find Romena at www.rominvenice.com and on all social medias as Rome in Venice. Thank you again for listening. Venice Talks podcast is a production of Sentire Media, created, produced, and hosted by me, Monica Cesarato. Follow Venice Talks wherever you get your podcast, and if you want to book a food tour or a cooking experience with me, you can find me over at www.monicacesarato.com and on all social medias with the handle at Monica Cesarato, where you can follow my adventures around Venice. And don't forget, if you love this episode, please rate it and leave a review. It's very much appreciated.
Sentire Media.
Hey, podcast producers and show hosts. Do you want to join a podcast network that celebrates all things Italian? At Sentire Media, we understand the allure of Italy and its unique culture. Our devoted team of hosts and producers are all driven by their shared passion for Italy. And we work tirelessly to create the best lifestyle podcasts and content that will whisk you away to the very heart of Italy. With us, you can savor the mouth-watering flavors, get lost in the stories from the past, break down the cultural barriers, and truly immerse yourself in the vibrant traditions of this intoxicating country. If you have a great podcast idea or are already in production and would like to join Sentire Media, head over to sentiremedia.com, that's SENTIRE media.com, and find out how to submit your show.